I was born on the 8th of January in 1947. It was the worst winter for 100 years, and my mum said she wheeled me down the corps in Bow and said to the officer, would it be possible to buy a blanket? And she said, I'll do one better, I shall give you a blanket. And I held the baby up, held me up, and she wrapped the blanket round and kissed and cuddled me. And there you are. And that was how I first bumped into the Salvation Army. You know, Bobby Barrett was a window cleaner of the old time, you know, shillings and threepenny bits and all that. And I said to him, have you got a job? And he said, yeah, OK. And I left school after Christmas and just started with him. 5 o'clock in the morning, not 1 minute later, till 5 o'clock at night, walking around the streets with his ladders, doing all the streets and pubs and all that. I cleaned the windows for 16 different centres, most of them are monthly. I'm always very careful because my mentor, Bobby Barrett, said once on top of a roof, one mistake up here is a morning out with the undertaker. I always pray because I always think to myself, you know, when you step over and you look down, you think, my good God. And it's as simple as that. And then when I get to the bottom, I say, thank you, Jesus. I'm safe. I always get job satisfaction because when I pull away from a job, I always look up and think, I've done that. And if the sun's shining and it's all glittering, it's a wonderful feeling. I think that's my little empire. I passed my test in 1963 on a Lambretta. I was at that time called a mod. There was mods and rockers, and I was a mod, and I used to ride around, and that was where I met my wife and said, come on the back of the scooter. And because it was only a 150, it wasn't really powerful enough. And that's how I moved on to motorbikes. And I bought a 600. When my 3 little children was little, I had a motorbike and sidecar, which is, you know, a combination they call it, and we used to go camping. Germany and France, Italy, and all the kids in the sidecar and me and the old girl on the bike. It was wonderful. Well, Eva Burrows at one time was the general for the Salvation Army, and when she was coming to retire, she called me in and she said to me, I'd just like to thank you for all what you've done for the Salvation Army, and there's my book, my autobiography, all signed with sincere regards, Eva Burrows. And I said to her, that's what makes you so wonderful, that someone who's the head of an empire would really worry about the window cleaner. And she said, we all stand the same size at Calvary. And I said to her, I didn't think of it like that. But that's why, you know, she was what she was, you know, so wonderful. My mum says to me, who's 83, she said, one day you'll get up and say you've had enough. I am nowhere near that whatsoever. I'm far too young. As simple as that. Because this is not work to me. You know, people don't understand it when they say to me, you know, how long have you done this and when you're going to retire? This to me is an hobby. It's not work. I find it very, you know, fulfilling. And I also like the feeling that work gives me. It makes me feel all made of elastic. That's the only way I can describe it. And I feel so young, you know, for 63.